Hey guys, today I'm going to review the LEGO set 75156 Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. It was released in September 2016, originally went for $90 and has 863 pieces. So first, let's go over the minifigures. So first for minifigures is Pao or Peo. Even though I really like him, I've just heard it pronounced so many different ways. This is probably my favorite minifigure from the set. I love how weird he is. He's this kind of alien guy. He's got a sticker on his backpack, this kind of long rifle. Cool printing. I like this hat mold. I think they use it later on in some other Star Wars sets. It's a really cool mold. It was exclusive at the time. But my favorite part is his face prints. I love how they have one of just him screaming. I love the details they put into his gums. The other one is just his kind of regular expression. But I just love how detailed this figure is. Also a little antenna thing in the back. Next is my second favorite, K2SO. I love how they did this droid with a new mold that they've only really used for him, I think. I just love how intricate it is. I even love how they have a little printing on the sides that are so well done. Really cool figure. I'm glad they kind of included him. You also have Bodhi Rook, who has another kind of backpack build. He's alright. I don't remember him too much in the film. He was just kind of there in the Rogue One movie. He does have some cool face printing on the back, but I mostly just use this one because that's the one they kind of show off more. But he has some better skin tones, a little rifle. Director Krennic has his more smoother cape. I wish they did capes like this more. It doesn't bend as easily. I mostly have it like that because he's kind of squeezed in the cockpit. But he has at the time there's like a new rifle kind of coloring. He has his hairpiece. Actually, he doesn't have any expression. I don't even remember him doing that. But it's a cool hairpiece. I like how they did it in that color. And lastly are the two Death Troopers, which were exclusive at the time. They later came in like a battle pack, but they didn't have these like poncho pieces on them, which makes these technically exclusive, which is kind of cool. They just kind of have the regular clone face. The helmet is pretty well done. I like how they molded that. A lot of cool little parts on it. So here's the ship itself. It's pretty more interestingly kind of shaped. First, might as well just start with the back. These are the engines. I like they're kind of well done. They're kind of at an angle, but there's a lot of opening parts to this ship. This part will open up and you really can't get inside. This is where you can store some weapons. You have some weapon hooks. This is usually where I'll place Krennic's blaster, if I can squeeze that in there. It's kind of a tight squeeze, but you kind of get the idea. But there's also some kind of clip pieces and a lot of Technic pieces as well. I might as well move down these wings. They move really far. I'll show you later how far down they kind of move in. But I might as well show you how this all opens up so I can easily get this in. So you're easily able to kind of move it all out like this. You have 4 seats in the bottom part. You can also move this out, but it doesn't move down fully. This is the lowest it'll go, so you can kind of just move it like this. But you have some seats. Those are stickers. You have seats there. You can fit a Death Trooper there and a Death Trooper there. It's usually where they recommend you put them, so you can put like a blaster here. Kind of clip it on. You can slide them in. You can do it with the other one too. There's some printing there. This is the main cockpit. I'll show you that in a second, but you can also clip this one in. A lot of different Technic pieces, and there's also a ramp here, which you can kind of lower down. It's kind of hard to see it unless you have it in landing mode like this. So, kind of looks like that. It's kind of weird looking, but it's fine, especially for our set. It's only $90, so you can kind of move it down like this, and you can have the cockpit out. This is the main control panel, some big printed pieces. And it's a really interesting way how they made the seat where you can close it down like that. And of course it looks awkward like that, but that's kind of the gist of it. I guess there's a little hallway kind of centerpiece there, how they did that. Really interesting. This fin also holds on pretty well with Technic pieces, kind of like how they do Imperial Shuttles. So I love how they do that. You can literally hold it by that and it will not fall over. And we can close all this up and I'll show you the wings. And there you go, also some blasters up front. So the wings are pretty long. They are incredibly long, especially for a set the size. You can move this up like this. They're mostly on ball joints and some Technic accessories. And they're pretty standard, except that you have some spring-loaded shooters down here. You can shoot out. And there's one on the other side as well. Some kind of printed pieces. And of course, you can move them all the way up. This is about as wide as they'll go, but my background is so small, so you can kind of move it around like up to here, which is pretty long. On the bottom, you can kind of see what it looks like. There's also some landing pads, which you are able to kind of move up like that, and you can make it look more like it's in flight mode. You can also see how the cockpit kind of opens up on its own like that. Overall, this is surprisingly cheap for what you get. I mean, I feel like the piece count is alright, but I just love how wide the wings are. It's a more unique shuttle. It isn't like some other Lego shuttle built in Star Wars where it's a bit more kind of the same, but I like how it's a more like pyramid inspired look to it, more kind of geometrically intriguing. Minifigures are also pretty great. At the time, every single one was exclusive. The only ones that were not exclusive later on were these two, but technically they are because of the little accessories they have. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this review, and bye guys.